What is up, everybody? We are in beautiful downtown Reidsville. It is a wonderful, beautiful, warm day. Spring is upon us. You are watching the Rockit in Reidsville show. I'm your host, Montana Brown. It's been a little while since I last got to see you, but I'm happy to be back. We got something special planned for you today. I've been telling y'all I'm going to do something a little bit different, and one of those things is we're going to start talking with different small businesses in downtown Reidsville that are doing big things. So today, we are actually going to be at La Boca Loca. This is located on South Scale Street in downtown Reidsville. But before we go in and introduce ourselves, I wanted to plug a couple of city events that are ongoing. So we just launched again our Veterans Banner program. We've had much success with this last year. So if you're a veteran or you have a veteran in your family, whether they are actively serving, they are retired, or unfortunately if they are deceased, we want to put them on display in downtown Reidsville and honor them, whether it's World War I on. You can reach out to my office or go to the riseupresville.com website and submit an application. So we're going to get these beautiful banners that we have downtown here. They're going to have the photo of your veteran, show their branch of service, and we're going to put them on display. It's going to go up before Memorial Day and stay up through August. That price is $70. That just pays for the cost to print the banners. The city's going to put them up. We take them down and we return them to you, and that's a keepsake that you can have for the rest of your life. A couple other little things I wanted to plug to you. So Mother's Day is quick approaching. So on Saturday, May the 9th, we're going to have a special event downtown. It's going to be like a Mother's Day pop-up market at Market Square. We're going to have some fresh produce to tie in the farmers market, but there's also going to be artisan vendors. There's going to be food trucks, some live music, things of that nature. Again, that's going to be at Market Square, Saturday, May the 9th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Make sure and stop by and get something special for all the lovely women in your life. While I'm talking about the farmers market too, I did want to tell you that it is coming up. It is fast approaching. It's going to start on Saturday, May 23rd. It's going to run on Thursdays and Saturdays. Thursdays from 4 to 7 p.m. Saturdays it's going to run from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. We got a lot of special things in store for you this year. We're going to do things like Family Day, culinary demonstrations, and something special that I'm going to tease to you a little bit later on. And the last thing on my list that I want to tell you about, of course, because winter weather is here, our summer concert series is going to be in full effect starting on June 20th. I have a special band booked by the name of Paul McDonald and the Morning Doves. Paul's influenced by the likes of like Bob Dylan, the late great Tom Petty. He's going to come out, put on an awesome show. I've got to see him live before. It's a little bit Americana, a little bit of folksy, a little bit of rock, a little bit of gospel, all fused into one. Fun fact, Paul was actually on American Idol many years ago, placed in the top 10, had some success, ended up taking a break or a hiatus from music, rediscovered his sound. I believe he moved to Nashville, met this new band, the Morning Doves. It is going to be one of the best shows that you could ever see in Reidsville. So again, that's going to be June 20th at 7 p.m. You'll get more information as we get closer to it. We'll throw up some flyers too so you have some information. So now to get to the bread and butter of the show, no pun intended, the meat, if you will. Yeah. We're going to go here in La Boca Loca. We're going to meet this awesome family that's running this restaurant. We're going to talk a little bit about what makes them special and what makes Reidsville special. Follow me. What's up, y'all?
What's up, man? How you
doing? It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
How you doing, Carolina? It's a pleasure to see y'all. I greatly appreciate y'all letting us shoot the Rockit in Reidsville show with you today. So as you guys can see, we are in the beautiful La Boca Loca restaurant, again, downtown Reidsville, South Scale Street.
Welcome.
All right, George, so I got a couple questions for you,
All
man.
right, let's get them answered.
Well, actually, first, would you introduce yourself to the people?
I am George Gutierrez, one of the owners of La Boca Loca here in Reidsville.
And I'm Carolina Gutierrez, his wife, also an owner here at La Boca Loca.
I think I already know the answer to this one. We'll see if we get the real answer. So why the name La Boca Loca?
So La Boca Loca, the name, we wanted something catchy. So La Boca Loca translates into the crazy mouth. Mm-hmm. And the meaning behind it is our food and our flavors make your mouth go crazy.
Exactly.
And that is the why.
Yeah. So what made you want to open up a restaurant in the first place?
Well, I've always been an entrepreneur type of person. I always like food, and my wife and I have always cooked for a lot of people. So, but I'll let you explain a little bit more about why we wanted a restaurant.
Well, we invited people over our house constantly to come and eat and try something new. And everyone always came out with the same thing: why don't you guys do this for a living? It was kind of a passion of mine. My parents had a bakery growing up, and it was just one of those things that kind of fell into place at the time of our life, and we decided we wanted to share it with the world. So here came La Boca Loca.
You come in.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I will say you've had tremendous success. So this is actually y'all's second location. There was a little bit of an expansion. When did you open up this spot specifically?
October.
October?
We closed for 40 days, and we remodeled and opened up the new location.
Awesome. So you want to tell people a little bit about the flavor, what sets your food apart?
So I'm gonna turn to my wife on that, so she explains it the best. So I'll let her explain the difference with our food.
So our foods are more of tropical nature, more citrus, lemon, lime, fresh, orange, garlic, cilantro. Nothing spicy here. We don't use a lot of other Latin American spices. A lot of other countries use a lot of hot stuff, jalapenos and habaneros, and we have hot sauce here, but for the most part, we use lots of spices, not spicy, in order to create our food. So that's kind of the difference that sets us apart from another more Central American traditional place that you would go. So we eat a lot of rice and beans. We don't have a lot of like tortilla shells. We make something a little bit different called an arepa in Colombia, and it's like a corn cake. It's a chunky corn cake that you can eat. And then Cubans, they use a lot of pork for a lot of things. So a lot of cumin and oregano and a lot of the citrus that you would find in bananas of all sorts and sizes and colors.
I was ecstatic when I first got the job in Reidsville and came across the Boca Loca. I mean, as you guys know, it quickly became one of my favorite restaurants in town. George, what's my order here? Do you remember?
Cuban sandwich.
What's my side?
Plantains?
Yeah.
Sweet plantains.
Yep.
Sweet plantains.
It is absolutely killer.
Yes.
Have to get it. Haven't got as much here recently, but really I need my fix every week. I actually hit it yesterday.
That's right.
So what would you say is your favorite menu item?
So my favorite menu item is gonna be the Cuban sandwich. The reason it's my favorite is because it carries the word Cuban. It has the name of like where my roots are from. So I feel like that one kind of sets me in the mood, you know, and it brings that family into my heart. Plus, it was a sandwich that we were able to tweak into our own Cuban sandwich. Still traditional, it has all the traditional things it needs, but we were able to put the way we like our pork, the way we like our ham, and just put those key ingredients in it. So that's kind of why it's my favorite.
What else goes on a Cubano?
It has pork, Swiss cheese, pickles, mustard, ham, and Cuban bread.
Which is fresh baked every morning, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What about you, Carolina? What's your favorite?
So my favorite currently is probably the salchipapa. So salchipapa is something that when I first went as a kid to Colombia to visit, it was one of the things that not only brought my American roots, it touched my American strings, but it also showed me that we're not that different as Latin American cultures. So salchipapa is just hot dog pieces and French fries. And then we top it with ketchup and mayonnaise and the garlic cilantro sauce. I've just kind of been hooked on it ever since I was a teenager, going to Colombia and seeing that, hey, you know what? Even though I was in another country that I didn't grow up in, I still felt the American vibe and tradition. And so it kind of reminds me of both places.
Mm-hmm.
You know, hot dogs are just traditional. You know, we have them 4th of July, we have them all times a year here. And when I went there, it's a big thing in Colombia. Hot dogs of every size. They're actually really huge if you actually have a hot dog there, and they put all kinds of stuff. They put lettuce and pineapples, and your hot dog is probably bigger than a foot long.
Jeez.
But they make it with the French fries and they chop it up, so it's just little bites, and it's just perfect meal. It's just perfect balance of both.
I'll have to try it. Although I do have my favorites, you know, it's hard to sweat. What would you guys say is the most innovative dish, or a dish that you're most proud to have on your menu?
Probably the bowls for me, only because well, you can build them your way, but we bring in our Spaniard roots. So we have the yellow Spaniard rice that brings like turmeric and saffron and all these other spices in there. It brings in more of our Spanish nature, where our descendants come from originally. And then, you know, you pick your beans. So do you want to go the Cuban route and get the black beans, and they're made overnight, just like my grandma taught me. You know, you put them in water, you let them soak, then you put them in the pressure cooker, you pressurize them, and then you season them. Or do you want the red beans like the Colombians traditionally eat? So you kind of get the best of both worlds, and then of course you pick your meats that go on it. So your chicken or your pork or your steak. So that's universal. You like chicken, you like pork, you like steak, you can eat at La Boca Loca. We don't...
It's got a little bit of something for everybody.
It's got a little bit of something for everyone. And then of course, you got your healthy part. You got to put your lettuce and your tomato and your pico, and it just brings that fresh balance to a bowl. So I think bowls are probably the most universal of the things that we sell, and the one that brings in and ties in all of our roots, not just the roots we grew up learning about, but the ones further down the line that we didn't necessarily grow up on, because we didn't grow up in Spain, we grew up in the US, but they're passed down. So they're adjusted but passed down. So it brings that in, then it brings our immediate family, our immediate parents, their traditions from Colombia and Cuba, and then it just kind of brings everything else together.
What better way to connect people than with food?
That's right.
Oh, that's
Absolutely.
Well, that's the only way I can get me
That's the
a
key to
table.
happiness, right?
Keep them happy and they'll stay coming.
That's right.
Without a doubt. So speaking of connectivity, why did you decide to open La Boca Loca in Reidsville?
Well, Reidsville is home for us. We live on the outskirts in the countryside, but Reidsville is home for us. It's where we worked for the school systems, worked for the hospitals. It's home for us. It's where we've made our connections and
Raised our family,
children. Our children. You know, it's something, you know, it's where we wanted to make a difference and educate on the culture, and because you know, it's gonna teach the future.
That's what I was hoping you would get at too. I wanted to see more so what you're trying to bring to Reidsville with this, like what you're trying to offer, and you know, again, like you said, to teach people about different cultures and different cuisines and become familiar with other languages. And you guys are champions of that. It's something it makes me happy to see, and I think it's something that's really good for our area. Something
that that's something that we're very passionate about. For instance, this is our third year that we are starting. We're continuing our Noche de Fiesta. It's going to be September 12th this year, and what we do with that is we, of course, we have performances. It's a whole festival. We have performances, music, dancing. We educate on the culture, and that's the main thing. We also try to include other cultures, which is something we're going to expand even more on this year. Anything else you want to add to that?
It's bringing in the kids. They have a kids zone, showing about our beautiful programs we offer here in Rockingham County at our schools. The Splash program, where kids come in kindergarten not knowing a lick of Spanish, and they're just thrown into this immersed program. And if you see these kids flourish and the amount of brain power that they are able to then tap into, and they're just fluent as could be by like the 3rd or 4th grade. It is amazing to us, and it makes us feel so proud that parents here are embracing this. You know, it makes us feel like this is a place we feel proud to raise our kids in, a culture that is okay and inclusive to everyone and everything. So we hope to show that this year. We're partnering up with them. We're hoping to bring some of the kids on stage. We don't know if they're going to sing or they're going to dance or they're going to read a book, but just to show that just because you didn't grow up in the culture and you didn't know another language, it is possible. These kids show it every day, and I know their parents are super proud of them, and they're just in awe, like I am in awe of them, because it's just amazing everything that creates. So Noche de Fiesta is a day of celebration, not just to demonstrate our culture and show inclusivity across all Americas, not just Latin America, not just the US and Canada, but around all worldwide. But we like to show off, the things that maybe our cultural differences have created. So we bring dancers and singers. We have piñatas for the kids. So it's really fun. Tons of food. So we'll have more food vendors this year, hopefully than ever. And we're gonna, who knows? There's some surprises hopefully coming this year.
So like every good thing that happens, you can never do it alone. So yes, it started as a conversation here at La Boca Loca, but we have developed teams. Like we have Latinx, and we have NC100, we have the Latino Network, and then we have been working with the city for our future expansion.
And the chambers.
And the chambers. Everybody has been working together, trying to get this festival to the next level, which is make it huge.
It's going to be a ton of fun.
Yes.
I'm super excited. Can you remind me of when it's taking place and where?
September 12th, 2026 at the Market Square in downtown Reidsville.
You're going to want to be square. It's going to be one of the most fun events that we have all year.
That's right.
I know I'm going to be there. You guys are going to have to teach me how to dance, even though I got a little rhythm.
It's
I don't know.
all right. We'll get you there. We'll get you there.
There was one thing I also wanted to ask you, because we were talking about your new location. Can you talk a little bit about, I guess, your renovation process to get you where you are now? Maybe your process working with the city, how things went for you.
Well, number one is I'm a big promoter working with the city. You have to work with the city on any renovation and any projects that you have going on. When you work with the city, it's a great experience. I'm not speaking on that because Montana's standing in front of me. I say it even when nobody's around. I say the same thing. You work with them and they work with you. Try to hide, they will catch you. I'm just kidding.
But seriously.
No. But seriously, it's been a great experience. If I could pick up my phone right now, call or text any one of the city members, any one of the chamber members, and they would automatically set up a meeting to work with me. And that's exactly how it went. From day one, actually, since we decided to open up a restaurant in Reidsville. We set up a meeting with Chambers. The Chambers hooked us up with the city, and that's how we all met. That's how the dream came true, and that's how we continue to operate. Right. Same thing with Noche de Fiesta. It's the same way we did it. And in the future, for La Boca Loca, this is not the beginning, but it's halfway there. We look to do entertainment at nighttime. We're already working with the city on doing that. When you work together, you get more accomplished. You can't do it alone. You got to work together and try not to cut corners. Just work together.
I mean, together we can succeed. We are succeeding.
That's right. We will succeed.
The building inspector spoke very highly of you, man. I know they came out here several times. We did little walkthroughs and everything. Fun fact, if you don't know, if you are working on a project within Reidsville, commercial project, you can call my office. We can do a walkthrough before you purchase or lease a building or start your renovation process. We'll walk through with the inspectors so you can learn what they're going to be looking for, and they can help you through that process. The earlier you get involved, the better.
It's easy. They just kind of help you out. They give you a checklist. They're like, hey, do this, work on this. This needs to be done. And that way you know what you're doing. Mm-hmm. You don't do something and then all of a sudden they're like, but. So we didn't have to go through that because, we involved them and we spoke to them. And if we had a question, we would just pause, call, and they're there. I mean, they just come, they're like, okay, I'll be there in just a few, or I'll be there tomorrow, or whatever. And it just makes it that much easier. It makes it flow so much better. So in 40 days, we literally turned an empty shell into a restaurant.
Into this beautiful space.
Yep.
It was a space that we did ourselves. So if you just go with it, use the resources, don't expect anyone to read your mind, just kind of come out and say, hey, this is what I need. They're going to tell you what you need. Mm-hmm. And we were able to do it in 40 days. And we were able.
There were
to
some late
do
nights,
this.
I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
There was plenty of late
Overnights.
nights, overnights too. But
I slept here multiple nights.
Small businesses are a labor of love.
that's right, they are.
It's funny that the city trash guys will come and knock on my window and they will see me in here at 5 in the morning when they come by to pick up the trash.
And they
Hey, what are you doing in there?
I'm working in here. No,
no, he was napping, taking a nap.
just a little siesta.
Yeah.
Just
Look.
a siesta. That's right.
I really appreciate y'all's time, allowing us to do the show here. I would love to get a little bit of a walkthrough, if that's
Yeah.
cool with you guys,
do
just
it.
see what's going on throughout this space and take it from there.
All right.
I'll leave you to it.
All right. So basically, this is the dining area.
Who picked out these colors, man?
It was a collaboration between ChatGPT, my wife, and I.
Yep.
Yeah. And all the lights you see on the walls, that is for our future nightlife. We have lasers, speakers, wall lights. That's what that's for.
If I'm not mistaken, you guys are going to be getting your ABC permit soon, aren't you?
ABC permits coming in the next week or two.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's exciting.
Yes. We got beautiful people eating here all the time. Law enforcement here.
All the regulars.
We have Nintendo for those who want to play Nintendo.
Can't
We
forget
have
the dominoes.
Domino tables if you want to play dominoes.
Very traditional Cuban.
Here's the register that you order at. There's our lovely coffee maker. This is kind of where the food gets put after it's ready to go out to the tables and to go. Our beautiful dish room. And this is where the magic happens. This is our kitchen. There's our chef, our prep, and then our master empanada makers here, straight from Medellin, Colombia, making the empanadas firsthand. Those are not frozen, those are freshly made.
Sorry. No, you're good. Traditional Cuban coffee after a meal. You'll all share some espresso, so. here
Cheers,
you are.
everybody.
Cheers.
Salud.
Salud.
Nice and sweet.
Oh, that's delicious.
That'll get you going
That's
for a while.
Man, I could use a couple more of those, seriously. That'll get you through a work day.
That's right.
We, especially the Cubans, we grow up on that Cuban coffee. We drink it to go to sleep sometimes.
One more final plug, because this is going to be before we cut it out. Again, tell people where you're located and traditional hours.
Go ahead, I'll let you finish
So
it
we're
off.
located at 218 South Scale Street in downtown Reidsville. And we are open 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesday and Wednesday, and 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Thursday through Saturday. As soon as our ABC permit comes in, we're hoping to start pushing Friday and Saturday nights till 11. We'll see if people want to come out and dance.
I'll be out here if you want to see me make a fool of myself. I invite you to come and join me. But seriously, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to the Rockit and Reidsville show. We will be recording again soon. Thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Gutierrez.
Thank you.
You guys make sure to stop by, check out La Boca Loca, one of my favorite restaurants in town. It is worth the drive. I don't care how far you're driving. You're driving over an hour, this food is worth it. You need to come and check them out. And that's my word.
Thank you.
Thank you.